Alright, welcome back fellow greeters, back to Langrisser M and on part 3 of 4 of the video. We will be featuring the demo and in-depth detailed play of SP Yuria. So, okay, hopefully you guys will like this part more, I guess, because there is more stuff for us to share and showcase. Now for none other than my favorite anniversary characters, um, who is once controlled by Bozo to do unforgivable bad deeds and finally awaken and realize what she has done wrong and decide to turn over a new leaf. The only thing that she did wrongly is she should have let Almeida to sacrifice herself instead of Yuria. Okay, backstories aside, so on this part of the video we're going through on Yuria, or should I say SP Yuria. So are you guys ready? So before I carry on, a quick minute for me and my Chinese viewers. Hi, 欢迎来到梦幻美站，来到这个月的11月的第3部呢，就是关于 SP Yuria 的。所以同样呢，这一期呢，因为我有拿到 SP Yuria 的碎片呢，有把它变成了 SP 状态，所以呢，这个期的视频会专注如何用它攻略它在一些里面的人物 PVP 或 PVE 的一些讨论，然后最后看一些装备之类的。好，当然视频还是会用英文讲解的，不过不用担心，里头都是华语字幕，相信各位的华语观众都没有问题吧。好，事不宜迟，让我们开始吧。Let's go. So alright, after you get the heart of exceeding self or exceeding's will, so we'll be changing and transforming her to SP Yuria. So just to quick sharing with you guys some of the criteria that you need to prepare the ingredients or stuff for her to become SP form. Okay, and a great news for you guys again, in case you guys has missed out on the previous video on you must get SP Yuria, it's that for all of you new or old players alike who may have missed out having Yuria or do not have rank 6 of Yuria yet, fear not, Zilong will be giving you 60 Yuria memory shots, so you can either use to summon a rank 3 Yuria, or you can use the shots to further boost up your rank of your existing Yuria. So basically the first you just gotta give your ingredients, and one of it is you got to get the exclusive item, which is her dress or her armor, and you're gonna make it a rank 50. Then after you gotta fight okay, sadly it's not written here, I mean already completed. You gotta kill and defeat the thunder dragons. Okay, by defeating the thunder dragons 2 times, and you gotta fight the realm, you gotta fight the wind dragons. I'm gonna showcase you guys. Then afterwards you'll be able to transform her, the heart of divine fitness. Then she'll become an SP infantry. Then there's a class 2. So again, the class 2 is much easier. All you need to do is win the Silver Dragon and defeat the Thunder Dragon once, and the rest is just ingredients that you can gain or farm from daily events. Then you get to unlock, which I do not know why, only at this time, Sensei Merchant. I was expecting her to be given more newer units. Okay, when I said then we will now witness the transformations of SP Yuria. And before that, you guys can have a quick go through. This is the original talent of her effect. So again, the name given here might be just loose translations. Unwitted legends. So number 1, when unit is equals or higher than 70%, you will obtain damage increment by 30%. Number 2, you will not die when you receive death blow. You will be revived at most 3 times. Number 3, every time you go into battle, you have 100% chance to recover your HP based on 30% of damage deal. And now witness the transformations. I summon thee, SP Yuria or Mama Yuria. Okay, Divine Heart of Fitness, so some great improvement is number 1, increase damage deal by 30%. Number 2, ignore skill cost limit. Number 3, after battle, heal yourself based on 30% of damage deal. Number 4, at the start of battle or when you enter at danger zone, you obtain 1 layer of Echo of Sword. Echo of Sword provide the following effect: increase defense and magic defense by 5%, can be stacked up to 10 layers. This effect cannot be immune nor dispel, so this is just an effect, as it cannot be immune nor dispel, so it's not a buff. Number 5, when you enter, you can choose to cast and release Divine Fire God Protections, which will last for 3 turns, where Yuria will receive intelligence increment of 20% and no mobility obstructions from enemy blockage. And third, after she went into battle, she will obtain 2 layers of Echo of Sword. Okay, number 5, when you enter, you can choose to remove 3 layers of Echo of Sword, and you can choose to attack again. Okay, this Echo of Sword layers will be removed upon triggered, and the above effect cannot be dispelled. Attack again effect will enter a CD of 4 turns upon triggering before you can use again. Okay, number 6, upon receiving death blow, you will not die, and you'll be revived with 30% of a HP, and you will gain the revive charge at the start 2 times, and each time you trigger your talent of attack again effect, you can accumulate 1 charge. The max you can store is up to 3 revive charge. And on the previous video, I'm mentioning some improvements or some changes from the passive effect, that is regarding the original faith. That is, the passive is when you initiate attack into battle, increase damage deal by 15%, and after battle, heal allies with the lowest HP based on 2 times intelligence. But the so-called exclusive new skills, which has both active and passive inbuilt, remove the damage increment and increase the healing from 2 times intelligence to 30% damage deal. Okay, so we're not going too much. We'll not be going too much into the exclusive. So for all of you interested, please check out on the previous video I have posted. And I gotta say sorry if you're hearing loud noise from the background. It's just the birds chirping from the background. Apologize. So apparently she's getting a lot more of SP soldiers. So you can see old and new soldiers alike that I may or may not have, but as you can see, those that I do have not SP yet, there will be a SP icon as below, so you'll be able to know whether they can be SP or not. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So currently she has 8 soldiers unit, which can be transformed into SP soldiers unit with some great and nice effect. Okay, this is definitely my favorite because the SP unit will give CD reductions for your skills when you move 3 blocks or more. Then must meet SP, you will do 5, though not a lot, but 5% fixed damage against the enemy max health before battle. So those are pretty good. Then if you want to go a little bit for survivability, Sensi Merchants are not a bad options. The Queen Royal's Guard, it's survivability against magic damage and counter against range attack. Then we have the SP Trend, not too much just for tanking. Definitely not one of my least favorite. Equipment wise, I gotta tell you, this is my original default, which should not be the case. If you're going for PvP, my personal suggestion is, aside from Breeze, and of course the weapon and some stuff will need some changes, we will go through towards the end. But for enchantment wise, especially for PvP, I strongly suggest to go to the Dawn's Brilliance enchantment. That is have, when you have 2 pieces of the same kind, increase attack intelligence by 5%, and when you have 4 pieces, you gain 1, increase damage by 10%. Number 2, at the start of a battle or when after you defeat an enemy unit, you obtain 2 layers of protections that is immune the next debuff effect. You will receive a max of 5 layers and cannot be dispelled. So this to provide greater protections and better setup for SP Yuria before battle. And of course, how can we forget some of the fan favorite, that is Taunt, to give her as much HP as she can sustain and survive from incoming AoE or attacks, while she can revive. Then able to go against throw SP Yuria into the enemy's den of heroes, while she has a chance to do a 1v2 or trade-off of one heroes against 2 enemies heroes with the effect of taunts. So okay, then for her 3C animation, sadly there's not much of a changes, so you guys can still see there's the original 3C animations. So being the first so-called actual 1-year anniversary heroine and also a representation of the Langrisser blade herself, I was really hoping that Zilong will give a new animations for these characters. What did you guys think? Then voice pack wise, we'll not be going too much, but you guys can see some of the stats. No direct increment after change of SP, but from the art design you can see that she's getting thicker. So right, without further delay, we can, okay, let's do a little bit for PvE first, for all of you interested. Okay, we do a quick PvE, then followed by PvP. Okay, she's an intelligence hero, so Loki or Reiga here will be the better options. So okay, I'm playing exclusives for the SP exclusive skill 1, 2, and also her 3C, which is a range. Though personally, the Grot Wrath will be a better skills, but it's only 1 block. It will cause mobility reductions and unable to guard, and it's a 1.6 times damage, same as the 3C, and you're able to deal fixed damage against the enemy before battle and recover HP to yourself before battle too. So okay, apparently this is a better one, but for the new 2 exclusive skills, apparently I would say it's a must bring. So here we go.
抵抗は無意味な苦痛を増やすだけです。
まだか。
剣はどこを指していますか？
ターゲットは？
振り返らないで。私が皆さんを守ります。
So you can see,
私が皆さんを守ります。
okay, we can check out here. So this is an exclusive item, the goddess dress. So the items I have not equipped with it because I don't feel that is very good, but it does provide HP 10%, and when you trigger survive death blow, you obtain a buff effect where you go into battle, you will deal fixed damage based on your 2 times intelligence and recover your HP based on 2 times intelligence for 1 turn. Then for your rune emblem or casting effect is increase intelligence by 5%, and when your unit HP is 70% or more, you gain a +1 mobility. So I'm getting 4 blocks movement instead.
私が皆さんを守ります。
So okay, let's use the Awakening Afterglow, which is a 1C. So the passive is each time enemy dies, you obtain 1 layer of Echo of Sword. Then when you initiate, when you cast this skills, you can teleport 2 blocks, then you recover HP, then end of turn, enemies 2 blocks around you will take a 1-time fixed damage for 3 turns, and after using the skills, buff turn will not be reduced. You can move 2 blocks and attack again. And if your talent of attack again got triggers, you increase this skill cast range by +1. So later we will try out. So apparently right now you can see the original cast is just 2, so it's move 2, move 4 plus 2.
聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。
Okay, then let's see if there's no CD of this skill. Is pretty cool. Fire God Protection, so I can cast a self buffing, giving me intelligence increment of 20%, no obstructions from enemy blockage. And if I enter battle, 2 layers of Echo of Sword last for 3 turns. Then I can remove 3 layers at the end of turn to attack again. So I'm gonna cast this.
聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。剣はどこを指していますか？
So you see, because the enemies are so far away, a lot of the default skills are, and the new, even including the new exclusive skills, are only 1 block attack. They're not that friendly. So you gotta, it's perhaps suggested to bring 1 more range attack with her at least.
聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。 私が皆さんを守ります。
Okay, did you guys see it? Okay, initially I only have 2 layers, then when I battle with this, I gain 2, then I kill the enemies, I gain 3, then because I trigger the act again effect, it got removed, so I can attack again. So you guys can see, ignoring the first one, that is Butterfly Breath from Humbabas. The second icon is Resurrect effect, 3 turns, so let's rewind a little bit. So before I trigger attack again, I only have 2.
剣はどこを指していますか？
And the third is Echo of Sword, so I have increment of defense, magic defense by 15% because it's 3 stack. The fourth one is Awakening of Afterglow, so when I enter, enemies 2 blocks around me will take a fixed damage of my intelligence 1 times. Then Fire God Protections, intelligence increased by the 20%, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth one is Fire God Protections enter the CD of 3 turns. Then the last one again is Humbaba effect, so I'm gonna enter. So you guys can see that upon triggering the attack again and end turn, I actually need to wait for 2 more turns before I can trigger the act again effect. This means after the first turn, I can only do act again from the 3rd or 4th turn. So this is pretty long, especially for PvP. Normally we would like to or prefer to get act again on once per turn, or at least on no more than 3rd turn. So it's going to be like every odd or every even turn. You're going to make sure your character is able to act again for the sake of keeping the character's pace and going for offensive ability. Whereas for PvE wise, everything's much okay. So you're just gonna end turn. Okay, so sadly we're not able to see enemies not attacking us and just end turn wandering or circle on us, so they will take the fixed damage. Okay, now we get say 1 block around us. Let me double check. I gotta say I'm getting old, I guess. Or Langrisser nowadays, as of the version 8.0 onwards, there's so many text and effects that you just can't remember. And you can see I already get 10 layers of Echo of Sword from my talent. So PvE is very easy to do that, but PvP wise, it may not, because you're not fighting against AI or computer. You're fighting against a human who will actually think. Oh, sorry, the fixed damage is when Yuria enter. It's not when enemy enter. Apologize. So, okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna do. Okay, for new players who are not sure about how the Langrisser Sacred Brilliance effect work is attack and deal 1.6 times magic damage, dispel or debuff effect from yourself before battle, recover 30% of HP. Before battle, dispel 2 buff from enemies, and if enemies' mobility is lesser than 3, you will cause stun effect, and in additionally dispel another 3 buff from the enemy. Ranged soldiers will attack too, and if you kill the enemy, reduce the skill CD by 3 turns. Okay, close combat soldiers unit will not take penalty, so basically you enjoy the greatest benefit if you can kill the enemy. If not, it is not a very great 3C. So I'm gonna just try, and then as you guys can see, I gain a buff. I can just walk through the enemy. Ta-da! Okay, we have this effect. Okay, exclusive skill too. So, if you manage to kill the enemy with the 3C and you're equipping with the soldiers, this cavalry soldiers unit, if you move 3 blocks or more before the battle, after the battle, you have a -1 CD with a longer skill. So basically, you can just spend the skills every turn if you can make sure you're able to kill the intended enemy or target enemy of your choice. And now we'll do a more proper play on the PvP style. Okay, allow me to change back to the default skins too. So after the initial post on should you summon or you must get SP Yuria, after some thinking through, there can be a few more ways to play and abuse Yuria depending on though you will need additional help or great enchantment effect. So we will be showing in this PvP play. Okay, that's weird for some reason. I'm not sure why my costume is not changed. Let me do a quick check out. Okay, let's bring the default. It's okay, I already changed, so hopefully everything looks normal, and here we go. Okay, personally, I feel that Yuria is gonna be a great combo partnerships with her. Okay, get to see the factions. So she is princess, mythical. We have dragon mom. Which apparently is one of the best, or if not better options, because she's trying to kill off the enemy in melee. Yeah, of course, it would be great if we have characters like Rapier. Okay, don't have to care whether it's Luna or SP Luna. So we just want an effect. And this is like a much easier to pick team in. Oh gosh, I don't know why my costume is not being changed. But nonetheless, this is definitely, as of the current meta, the easier to pick team in PvP. Definitely there will be no obstructions. And for the enemy, we will give them yep, something stronger and better. Anyway, this is just a demo play, so
準備完了。一人も逃しません。
so first turn.
準備完了。覚悟しなさい。
And of course, anyone who is watching, you will think that based on the range, I should be able to use her to kill off other allies, but no worries.
私たちは勝つわ。
It's just a test, that's all. So normally after here, I would definitely try to,
私が皆さんを守ります。
because I'm not having bracer, so this is the stats you have at default after faction buff. One layer of Echo of Sword, and the rest are from faction buff and stuff. So
正規を守るため
in
私
order
は
to
正
stop
規を守るため
enemy from advancing,
私は全力で戦う。弱点を見つけた。正規を守るため安心して分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。
but normally we wouldn't do that.
トイバールの意志は運命の
And
鎖
let's
を打
say
ち
the
破る。
enemy would summon a unicorn to increase the survivability for Papa
祈
Vargas.
りの声を聞きなさい。
So after
私が
this,
皆さんを守ります。
we can start moving out.
剣はど
So
こ
you
を
guys
指
can
していま
see,
すか？
so I gain some
私が皆
protections
さんを守ります。
on the next debuff I'll get, but if I don't have debuff,
剣は
so
ど
I'm
こを
going to
指してい
showcase you
ますか？
guys. Okay, I'm going to teleport myself inside here.
聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。
So I can choose to use fire protections or not. So you guys can see if I do not use fire protections, I can
剣
still
は
do
ど
the
こを指
fixed
して
damage.
私が皆さんを守ります。
And I can try to queue perhaps. Just queue Succubus. Oops, not able to.
ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。
Okay, the only great thing is she has a lot of healing effect. Hey, whoa. Okay, I only have 2 layers. So I should have cast first initially.
ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。私が皆さんを守ります。
Oh wow. Wait, did I gain? Let me double check.
剣は
So
どこ
we
を
only
指してい
have
ますか？
2 layers.
私が皆さんを守ります。
So let me try again.
剣はどこを指していますか？剣はどこを指していますか？
So let's check it out again.
ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。
See, I only have 2 layers of Echo Sword. I gotta quickly check if after casting these skills do I gain.
ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。剣はどこを
Oh,
指して
when
い
I
ますか？
enter I gain 1, so it's just nice that I'm able to act again. So you guys can see all the fixed damage. So especially there's a great counter against characters like Slina, perhaps. I'll rewind later on to let Slina cast her
私が皆さんを守ります。
her protections first.
聖剣ラングリッ
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ導いてくれる。
So from fire god protections, I have the attack intelligence increment of 2 times, and Afterglow Awakening, and you can see one great downside is she consumes her own buff effect fairly quickly. At the end of turn, deal fixed damage to enemies around yourself, 1-time fixed damage. only left with 1 turn. Then Fire God Protections. Obtaining a layer. I'm not able to act again because I cast as a very last minute turn, so this is a very bad way to execute. But the great thing is with exclusive skill 2, I will not receive debuff effect, and every turn I'll recover 20% of my HP and damage reduction of 20%. And enemies 1 ring or circle who enter will be stunned for 1 turn. So we're going to do a quick check. So for example, the enemies try to heal themselves. So let's see if Slina will still be stunned. Oh, she will be stunned. She cannot avoid that. So personally, I after seeing the ratings given for SP Yuria is kind of low, I feel kind of sad, but I feel that there seems to be more potentials to it. Okay, so that's how it goes. But okay, let us rewind a little bit. So instead of SP Yuria, so this time around, let us try. Okay, let's just for reason's sake, we will not place on the middle, we just place on here. Okay, we'll just enter first. So now Yuria do not have any debuff effect. So now I'm going to teleport and jump in. Okay, I'm going to cast this straight. Fire God Protection. And I'm trying to give myself like the best buff effect. So I cannot target her. And so apparently the AoE deal fixed damage. Apparently it cannot be skipped. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, they do get it. And then I remove 3 Echo of Sword. So now I can attack 1 more time. So in a turn, there's a chance for you to do a total of 3 fixed damage at once. So, but this is why I say the Afterglow Awakening will be consumed fairly quickly. And if you fight against characters like Papa Vargas, a lot of buff to be dispelled is pretty hard. And not to mention his mobility by default is at least 4, so the 3C is not being put to its max potential. But perhaps I can attack the Dream Reef, so we can just spam the thing. So in this case, also bringing this SP soldiers is not a good cause. And not to mention Papa Vargas is immune to fixed damage upon transformation. Okay, we die and we revive. Oh wow, that's a very fast accumulation. Yeah, that's very fast accumulations. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And where's my resurrections? Oh, still left with 2 chats. So in this case, let's just put it that enemy forget. Oh, okay, we will try to single attack here and see how it fares. Okay. Wow, but it's still doing a lot of damage. I mean, Yuria is infantry. She's no longer holy unit. So, and there's no cavalry here. So we are actually doing like the best damage.
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向
So,
へ
so the
導いて
initial,
く
so
れ
in
る。
this case, we're just trying out. So the enemy is already panicking. The best way is trying to see if Gate Succubus can kill and finish SP Yuria off. Apparently, you managed to survive, so you stay within range. You get stunned.
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ
So
導い
let's
て
just say
く
we
れる。
end turn. Okay.
許しはせぬ。
Then Papa Vargas will try to finish us in this upcoming turn.
私が皆さんを守ります。
You guys can see mobility is 5. So so due to casting, I need to be above 70% to gain a +1. So I should be able to resurrect once more. So Papa Vargas, let's say, trying to kill me. Again, I can resurrect. And you see, wow, if Papa Vargas is not given any immunity or accessories that immune stun, this is what is going to happen. So I can easily choose any target of my choice. So since I'm trying to follow up with the fixed damage, oh no, I already lost a fixed damage. So in this case, perhaps I will just run away and go with a CD. I can get to heal my ally with the lowest HP.
準備完了。
So let's see if she'll die. So yeah, she seems to be much better at surviving and tanking, unless it's an enemy skills that says cannot survive, death blow. Okay, we get a very bad debuff, so that is healing reversal. So there's a chance that we can see
安
how
心して。分析結果によれば、私た
how
ちは
bad
勝つわ。
things are. Okay, so let's say we really treat as end turn.
準備完了。
Then Kreese will do a range attack. I will still revive, but there's a chance I will heal myself to death. So as you can see, SP Yuria, I heal myself to death almost. So you can see this is some of the weakness. So definitely a great combo with Enya, and definitely need a guard to protect her, or if not, someone to give immunity effect to her. Then mobility wise, you may need characters like Luna or Humbabas who able to teleport allies away. Okay, this time around we'll be trying out Baba to give debuff effect, and you guys can see instead of gaining the damage reduction etc., she'll be gaining dispelling and healing effect. Okay, perhaps this time around I'm going to do a much more proper. I'll have Papa Vargas.
トイバールの
この先は倒産。お前の限界を見せてみろ。反撃だ。戦士たちよ。
Yeah, we want to do like a default
この程
トイバールの意志
protecting.
は
Then
運
Who's
命
Baba
の
is gonna
鎖を打
do
ち破る。
消えなさい。
Okay, this is not a very good idea. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. So enemy will do
こ
the
の先は
same.
倒産。反撃だ。戦士たちよ。ははこの程度。
トイバールの意志は進む。
お前の
Enemy
限
also
界を
do
見
the
せて
guard.
みろ。
Oh, sorry. Enemy will do the blasting too, then followed by guard.
トイバールの意志は運命の鎖を打ち破る。
お前の限界を見せてみろ。ははこの程度か。
正規を
And
守
we'll
るため
start doing some
私は全
protective
力で戦
setup.
う。私が安心して。分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。
Yeah, I would still try to give her
ター
some
ゲットは悪と。絶対に容赦し
protections
ないわ。
against incoming debuff, but Baba should be able
正
to
規を守る。
penetrate that
私は
defense
全
line.
力で戦う。
Oh yeah, I'm not able to target. Gosh.
ターゲットは悪と。絶対に容赦しないわ。
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ導いてくれる。
And when this happens, we will be protecting our other allies.
古代魔法の頂点じゃ。古代魔法の頂点じゃ。古代魔法の頂点じゃ。
So perhaps we'll just stay back here.
トイバールの意志は運命の鎖を打ち破る。
Can we give some regenerations effect?
不毛な争いを終わらせる。トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ不毛な争いを終わらせる。
剣はどこを指していますか？
Alright, Who's Baba's gonna do some teleportations effect.
抵抗は無意味な苦痛を増やすだけです。消えなさい。抵抗は無意味な苦痛を増やすだけです。
Okay, either that or we can give black hole. Okay, let's try with 3C because the equipment I given her has the debuff effect, so let us see. Whoa, this is bad.
私が皆さんを守ります。
It's okay, I lose passive effect. This means that I'm not able to obtain an echo of sword buff from my exclusive skill 1, and I'm not able to heal ally with the lowest HP. after battle. Oh yeah, I still have my passive effect loss. So I'm gonna transform. Fight God's protection. Okay. Exclusive skill 1, I still have debuff effect. So I have 2 echo of sword. And the only enemies that I can attack is Chris, so yeah.
私が皆さんを守ります。
So you guys can see, I don't know, again, the immunity effect, the debuff effect was dispelled. So I only heal 10%. Now I can, choose to attack again this time round. So let's see if we can keep Papa Vargas under this form.
剣はどこを指していますか？聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。
Okay, that's cool. But because of this, Slina effects triggered, so Yuria cannot revive by her.
運命の鎖を打ち破る。
And there's a chance Papa Vargas will be revived. So let's see if the next turn this will happen. I mean, yeah, we're unlucky that the whole team was actually being silent. So there's no way for me to resolve but to end my turn. So you guys can see VP luck.
消えなさい。
Okay, now I'll be testing my luck and see if I can kill Yuria from this battle. Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay, no. Papa Vargas will be guarding. No, that's cool. I didn't even remember about my setup, but wow, this is pretty cool. And now it's Yuria turns again, and I'm not able to target Humbaba. So you can see, she's not targetable, so I can only try to attack the Reef, or I'll be trying to kill it off, or Crease. But this is where bad things come, because allies have healing reversal, so it's not that great. Can try to give more debuff to everyone. So I have a lot of debuff right now, which is actually not working well for
反撃
me.
だ戦士たちよ炎だ
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ導いてくれる。トイバールの意志は運命の鎖
Now
を打
normally
ち
you
破
gotta
る。
hide. Oh gosh.
安心して分析結果によれば私たちは勝つわ。弱点を見つけた。
Get her, Yuria.
生きる力がようやく大地へと戻ってきました。
It's alright, it's the turn again, so this time I'll slide out definitely heal
夢の
herself.
底に沈め。
And we get a time
夢の
lead.
底に沈め。
Okay, they still have Papa Vargos and Kree, so you can see this is a very dangerous play. And ta-da! So this is very bad. It can be great, but also can be very dangerous for the whole team. Okay, what about Sensei Merchant? Let's see if we can work better. Okay, this time around you gave AoE and debuff effect, so you guys can see the healing better.
トイバールの意志は運命の鎖を打ち破る。
消えなさい。消えなさい。
So this is just for testing purpose, for the sake. So I'm gonna just give you guys a black hole.
私が皆さんを守ります。
Oh gosh, one of the worst debuffs, so I cannot gain any buff at all. So let's see if I can gain Great Dispel effect. So you guys can see the weakness.
聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。
So you see, cannot receive buff. I cannot do the fixed damage.
聖剣ラングリッ
What
サー
about Fire
は
God
打ち直
protection?
さ剣はどこを指していますか？
So I totally is not. So you guys can see,
私が皆さんを守ります
I'm going to cast this, and I should be able to heal back to full
剣は
life,
どこを指しています
and
か？
dispel unable to receive buff effect.
聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。
トイバールの意志は進むべき方向へ導いてくれる。
So now, at least after dispelling, I gain one ring of circles. Enemies will be stunned, and yeah, that's pretty much. And you guys can see, if enemies tries to sacrifice their Humbabas or any guys with black hole, and you don't have enough protections heroes, that's actually bad for her. Currently equipped Yuria with the holy ring, immune to silent, but personally I feel that the better options for her will be Bracer, both fixed damage and also immune to silent. Even though she cannot get buff, at least she is still able to cast her skills and have a better survivability. And despite showing that she can have a fair game as of the current version, we got to take note that moving forward, it will not be as easy as it goes because she's definitely weak to characters like
剣はどこを指していますか？
she's weak to characters like Heavenly Fire because of the 3C you can do healing reversals. You can be immune but you cannot be dispelled. So Yuria actually need the third icon, the enchantment, the Dawn Brilliance enchantment that will allows you that give you immunity to the next upcoming debuff effect. She will strongly need that.
剣はどこを指していますか？
So you guys can see if we try to take on
聖剣
against
ラング
her.
リッサーは打ち直されたのです。ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。私が皆さんを守ります。聖剣ラングリッサー
You can see how strong Heavenly Fire is. And my Heavenly Fire is only rank 5. It's not
私が
even rank
皆
6.
さんを守ります。
And she's not
剣
even
はど
dead.
こを指していますか？
And Yuria do not have effect
聖剣
that
ラングリッサーは
stops
打ち直され
enemy
たのです。
from surviving that blow. If I'm not wrong, let me check.
ここで折れるわけには。
Okay, let me double confirm. So the 3C definitely don't have survived that blow, and neither do exclusives skill 1 and 2. The only benefit she get or gain from are causing stuns and follow-up damage.
死ね死ね死ね。
So okay, we have this 3C. So you guys can see. Here we go. USU dies. Follow-up damage. And
私が皆さんを守ります。
so you see, if I get 3C reverse healing from Sonya, how
剣
bad it
はど
is.
こを指していますか？
Cannot be dispelled. That Sonya has been great range and mobility. There's no way for me to escape. The only
剣は
way
どこ
for
を
me
指
to
し
do
ていま
is
すか？
fight her head on.
私をお許しください。
So the best suggested, so bear with me guys, we're coming to the end. So the best suggested skills that I would suggest to bring with will be okay, either Sensei Merchants Mate. Then in this case, Holy Sword Judgment apparently is a very good effect, giving dispel. The same for 3C. So after Glow Awakening, it's the only skills that allows you to advance towards the enemy. And up till now, we have not able to cast increase the skill range of increasing the range by +1 because you only get to attack once again, and within a couple of actions, you're dead. So high chance the better, or if not the best combo, I think will be this way. Then we will bring characters like Celica to go with her. So Celica is definitely one of the better, if not the best, characters to go with. Okay, just bear with me. Now we'll be doing like a seller show, just to showcase whether it's PvP or PvE, how you guys can do it. Okay, then we just give the best, if not the better one, for enemies. So Papa goes. Now of course, possibly they will also have a healer. Okay, now I think that is enough. That's too much for them. So just do a quick loss sample.
次の作戦、私が皆さんを守ります。
So this afterglow.
ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。私が皆さんを守り
So
ます。
the best one is to use the skills, the original best skill C. We're trying to reduce mobility of everyone.
聖剣ラングリッサー。
炎が
Then we get a heal everyone and also ourselves. So the stun
剣は
effect
どこを
can
指していま
be
すか？
used later on because if all enemies has their mobility restrictions, the upcoming turn
私が皆さんを守り
we
ます。
will be
剣
able to
は
stun
どこ
them
を指していますか？
much more easily. Okay, so you guys can use this combo in PvP or PvE. Okay, but the downside is this effect only lasts for one turn, so it does not actually have great synergies too. I mean, I gotta be honest. When you cast these skills, only for the one turn. So the next turn, when you try to use Judgment of Langrisser, you lose the minus mobilities, then an enemy will still be able to move freely around. So only this first turn is trying to stop them. So if you have other characters that can do follow-up effects that will further cause leg-breaking effect, like Ice Cream Mill, that will be great.
私が皆さんを守ります。
So you see, I can do follow-up attacks.
聖剣ラングリッサー。
炎が消える
Then you see a leg-breaking effect will be lost.
次の作戦を実行します。
And now enemies can move freely around.
祈りの声を聞きなさい。
Now you have characters like the Heavenly Fire Sonya. She has double resurrections. If it's me, I'll definitely like take my time and just wait for everyone to come over.
あら、この数百年の聖水に興味があるの？ロセウス家の名にかけて。
Okay, this part of battle is just a
あら、
showcase.
この数百年の聖水に興味があるの？
The Afterglow Awakening effect, so we can see the range increment from 2 blocks to 3 blocks. So you guys can see right now the description is 3 blocks. It's actually very cool. I'm not sure if there's always has been the thing like inbuilt descriptions. There are some changes in the inbuilt description. So originally it's only 2 blocks, and now it's being 3 blocks. So the max you can go is 4 blocks. But other than PvE, normal situations, you're not going to last until that time.
この数百年の聖水に興味があるの？最後の連戦を受けなさい。ロセウス家の名にかけて。ロセウス家の名にかけて。戦場は私に任せてください。人、思考、そして次の作戦を実行します。
And we're gonna get Egg again, trying to speed up the team.
剣はどこを指していますか？
Okay, then. Oh. Yuria's gonna say, I'm not scared about you. You like leave the thing
私が皆さ
for
んを守りま
last.
す。
Then we can come here again because of. As you guys can see, her skill consumption is awfully high. and the CD is awfully long, so she's basically, once you throw her out in the battlefield, you gotta leave her die unless you have characters like Silicas to combo with her. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give her debuff effect this time out instead. You can see how strong Heavenly Fire is. This is why fans has been complaining to Zilong that they should have made her even stronger.
あらこの次の作戦を実行します。剣はどこを指していますか
Okay, we can now do the act again soon.
次の作戦を実行します。
は
戦場は私に任せてください。私が皆さんを守ります。
And yay, this time I can do the act again. And you guys can see, I'm gonna travel back here, and the range is 1, 2, 3. So the max I can go up to is 4 blocks, but you can see how long that's gonna take. Let me just stay here, and 1, 2, 3. I can come here. At the same time, heal myself and get fire dodge protections.
私たちを守ってくれています。剣はどこを指していますか。剣はどこを指していますか。
Okay, do I have any
剣はどこを
debuff?
指していますか。私が皆さんを守ります。
Okay, I don't have any debuff. I should be able to get immunity and damage reduction this time on. Let's see if we can survive.
ラングリッサーはメスです。
Nope.
私をお許し
You
くだ
guys
さい。
can see
剣はどこを指していますか。
how high her HP. She basically just counter
剣は
attacked
どこを
me
指
to
して
death.
いますか。
And nope. Apparently, I have debuff, so nope. I don't have damage reductions.
ごめんなさい。守れなかった。あなたの選択を聞かせてもらうわ。
Okay, what if? So at the same time, I'm trying to see about the farming of the Resurrect because I already died. Let's see if we can really farm back. So I'm not going to target Sonia. I'm going to target
打ち直されたのです。
Kreese.
ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。剣はどこを指していますか。聖剣ラングリ。ごめんなさい。守れなかった。私が皆さんを守り
Okay,
ます。
it's true. I can keep farming the revive stack. I already died just now.
剣はどこを指していますか。
As you guys can see,
私をお許し
due
く
to
ださい。
the class advantage disadvantage,
あなたの選択を聞かせてもらうわ。
which I just noticed, pretty weak. Yeah. Of course, you will need to bring other soldiers you need when you try to fight against her, either the cavalry for city reductions, or you need to bring the SP Lancer for the damage. Okay, I guess that's it. So you guys can see the pros, cons on how she works. Yuria is a very slow set of characters, but she is not weak, but definitely nowhere near Heaven Defier. It's not easy to fight against Heaven Defier. Okay, because Heaven Defier have a lot of great buff and not to mention class advantage. So Yuria, it's actually pretty bad that Yuria do not have effect that states ignore class advantage or disadvantage. At least that will be more generic to assist her. Okay, we have come to the end, but before that, last but not least, suggested item builds by other players. Okay, as you guys can see, I have very bad ranking. Oh gosh. So go through with the top 3, then followed by every 10 place. So suggested. So these are more still PvE. Okay, definitely these are not the right one. I guess a lot of people kind of give up or didn't invest on her for PvP. Okay, this is definitely old builds because Star Placer Ring is survivability against assassins and archer. So no, that's not a great build to check out. This is also PvE. Okay, this looks a bit PvP because focusing on super healing on your allies. Trying to make sure all your allies are staying on high HP. PvE again. So okay, you gotta say sadly, not a lot of players invest on SP Yuria in my server. So at least their default build are still based on the older, or if not the oldest version. Oh, okay, something we have finally. Oh, okay, fairy boots. Yeah, and flame cape to survive against AOE, and also giving her protections against debuff effect. So yeah, one last but not least, demo play that I shall show to you guys. Another way to better abuse play Yuria, but in return, she will has lesser chance to kill enemy. I mean, whether you're able to kill enemy kind of depends on how great your character is being trained. So we can give her something sort of. Okay, bear with me. I did prepare a fairy boot with. Okay, this is weird. Let me double check. Yeah, because I did prepare this for her. Okay, let's see if I can change her. So again, as you guys can see, it's not max rank yet. So the idea is just to showcase how you can play and abuse this equipment. Oh, I think again it's because it's on max rank. So okay, I'll just equip her with. Hmm. So yeah, just one last showcase. So this is how you can go with her.
剣はどこを指していますか？
So we can do teleport.
聖剣ラングリッサーは打ち直されたのです。ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってく。剣はどこを指していますか？
And thanks to fairy boots, I'm able to move 2 blocks.
ラングリッサーは私たちを守ってくれています。
But as you can see, the damage is pretty low. Then I can choose to, move 2 blocks.
剣はど
Because
こを指していますか？
Fire God protections only give me attack again, not move again. So this will really come in handy if you have a very good
聖剣ラ
enchantment
ングリッサーは
for
打ち
fairy
直されたのです。
fairy boots.
炎が消える。
So you can see I can I can even walk through enemy. I can adjust my positions. So yeah. And okay, I guess we've come to the end. That's it for SP Yuria. What did you guys think? Personally, I feel that Zilong still did her dirty. They could have gave more potentials to her, but instead they did quite a lot of restrictions against her. Okay, we've come to the end. So this is for the phone viewers. So this is a character design. A great improvement from her original design. She looks more like an empress than just a holy saintess. And for the original form, definitely great to see someone able to do this cosplay. You have like this floating sun behind her and she's levitating instead of like walking on land. So this is Kami. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on part 4, where we'll feature all the new exclusive soldiers unit, SP soldiers, exclusive items, events, etc. Stay tuned and thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.
私の魂はラングリッサーの中に封じられましたが、私の心はいつまでも皆さんと共にあります。